And we'll see what Chovy opts to match up into this.
He's got a little smirk on his face, which, yeah,
Whoa.
you know, Kassadin does jump, but he doesn't actually dash through the rocks. So if you really wanted to be obnoxious, you could go for that into the Talia. And they're back on it. They are hovering it once again, and it will be locked in. We do get Kassadin.
With the Kassadin being locked in,
Yeah.
Gen.G definitely have so much insurance. They still have a strong top jungle to sort of lean on. And it's not like the Tahm Kench still gets a lot of power early with the farm, so it's not like their composition is nothing early. But two-man dive early, but actually Sylvie being challenged here by Paze.
Yeah, Paze is level 1. Still has a root on level 1 as the Q is going to land and misses. As Sylvie does dodge that, but he does still have to flash.
Counter gank in that situation. Now he is looking mid on Colmy.
Yeah, he's got to get that stun down with the Unraveled Earth, but this is going to help out Chovy. Notion should be pretty happy about their early start in this game. As here we go, we got level 6 from Calmy. He's going to try to Abyssal dive out of this one as the seismic shove will land, and now Lehens is in a ton of trouble as First Blood should go over to the side of Nongshim. Who will they give the kill to? Okay, they did it. They finally did it. G will pick up the First Blood.
For Nongshim, they need the mid game to be really crisp in this one.
Trying to engage here on a Canyon. They do have an immense amount of CC, but they are going into the enemy jungle here. Chovy not going to be able to help out too much as now Canyon also electing not to flash. Item that's not a Hex Drinker is on a Hex Drinker and behind 25 CS is not a good feel. As Canyon is also here, shadowing for the lane that is winning early on. And Sylvia is also trying to help out here, but he's taking a huge amount of damage. Magnus Storm does come in. The double Q3 on the Canyon and Keen is going to push them away.
It would have been a pretty great play. It doesn't happen here.
Yeah, a little gank from Peter as the ult is going to come through. Lehen's taking a huge amount of damage from this Callista. Even the Grey health. Oh, he is actually going to get away as now the root comes down onto Peter. Paze trying to threaten this one. But yeah, just going to survive.
But yeah, I think the previous play on the top side, if Calmy had been the one to get there first, I think they could have got those 2 kills. But unfortunately, it's a pretty big down trade for no.
Okay, gonna get the flash here out of Paze. We do have a Tahm Kench desperately trying to help him out as he does get the speed up and just spits him out over there towards the turret and will keep Paze safe.
Where, I mean, Chovy's at 111 CS on Kassadin.
All right, well, now we have this wall coming in. TP is gonna keep them safe. And Chovy just Rift walks away.
A situation where there just hasn't been enough happening from Nongshim, and I kind of get the vibe that they'll start to feel a bit more desperate at looking to play.
Yeah, no need to Rift walk when you can just walk. Again,
Man, they need a nerf walk. It's so broken. We're completed. Oh.
All right, nice little knock up, but we do have the Devour here as it might be a little bit of trouble here for Lehens, but he's got so many shields with the Senna and the Tahm Kench himself, and he will just survive.
On the gold on these solo laners. Oh.
All right, no Devour available. Maybe a bit of trouble for Lehens, but the knockup comes in to Peel as we do have the teleport coming in here from Chovy. Looking to get in their faces. So he doesn't do a whole lot of damage just yet. And now Equalizer on top of Calmy. You need to.
Yeah, they are set up for the dragon fight now, though. So perhaps deeming they have waited long enough and now are ready to fight. We do see Chovy look on the flank.
Now there is the engage the flash. Hostile takeover. Something we don't really like to see, and that's part of the reason why. Because you can just walk away from it.
It got paid.
And this setup, we have like flanking on flanking, where Chovy's on the bottom side trying to flank, but also Dindin's on the top side trying to flank. They're going to turn onto this one. The Weaver's Wall does come down. Sylvie not finding an engage, though, is Keen with the Equalizer. They're running into the enemy jungle, and the damage from this Equalizer is just gigantic as they are burning them to a crisp. Down will go Canyon, but you can see that Gen.G does have the advantage in this place. So many low health bars on the side of Nongshim as he goes Lehens under the turret. What are you doing, my guy? Maybe just trying to bait them in, and that he will, as Chovy's going to pick up an extra kill on the backside of this fight.
Frustrating for Nongshim.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? It's like they're invulnerable in some of these fights, and we saw the Magnus Storm used just desperately for kind of like a defensive purpose to try to peel, and that's not the angle you're going to look for as Canyon goes in. The Equalizer good once again, burning down Sylvie and Calmy. Look at the damage. It is... You can see already the range advantage going pretty well. This is going to be a very nice combo coming in from the side of Nomsian, but do they have the follow-up is always the question. Keen in a lot of trouble, as now the Weaver's Wall does come down, and Calmy just going to execute him in front of them. Dundum also on the flank here, as yes, the Dragon will go the way of Gen G, but see just how far away these guys can survive for, as Canyon's just going to hit the turret and accept his fate. Does not have a safeguard. And it might be a bit of a last-ditch effort. Let's see how it does go. They have the rel at least in terms of looking for flips. And you know what? Gen G a little bit sluggish to get in here, but finally they do get on top of Calmy in that backline, but the damage is being done here to this Baron. But look at the kick into the equalizer, and the steal comes in just to add insult to injury, as Gen G as a team this time will burn them to a crisp. And that might just be a clean ace if Chovy can catch up to this Renata, which seems quite likely at this point. He's prepped the blade, as there it will be, and there is the ace.
Look at the items of like Dindin. He's got like one and some pieces.
Yeah, well, gonna try to make a play here on a Keen, but he also utilizes the walk. Well, that's, you gotta make a choice.
Okay.
This one is just an equalizer to poke, I guess. And you do see Double Knight's Vow utilized here by the side of Nomshin. Well, Dindin might need it here, as he is trying to hit some sweet spots. The time that he rift walked on top of them, he did hit him.
Still going.
But, yeah, you're not catching it. It's not happening, guys.
It's so ridiculous. It's so still on the back of that.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna take a look.
Okay.
Just watch the arc cooldown.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh.
We don't get a full count. I think it might have been
counting so well,
I think
Ox.
it might have been 11. I've been practicing. I think it might have been 11 in total. So I think he used 2 more to get away after that.
Count Ox.
Yeah.
And walks as well.
Yeah, and
in
walks.
This game, yeah.
Footsteps. Yeah, nothing really Nongshim could do from here.
Aatrox has looked so incredibly powerful in so many of our games here on 14-4.
Not this one.
It just looks so sad. You put the chains on the Kassadin and he just rift walks out of it. It's like, man, I used to be a champion. I used to matter. He doesn't at this point in time. Poor Aatrox as, yep, they're going to get it done. Chovy just full-time rift walking into the back line as the seismic shove is not going to hit him, and that is going to be the end of the game. Gen G take down game number 1.